All right, today we have a clip of Charlie Kirk talking about AOC,
I want to get
and just a bit of a trigger warning. He says a lot of racist things here.
into the story here with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Every time I say AOC, we should have salsa music, just as a way to say, here's AOC on the program.
That's the first thing I couldn't even like. That's why. Why did he even say that? That's just such a weird thing to say. We should have salsa music when I talk about AOC. Why? That's just I just don't know. This is just weird.
AOC got very upset. AOC was speaking on the House floor about the ingrate, Ilhan Omar. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez,
the ingrate,
was really fired up that Ilhan Omar is no longer on the Foreign Affairs Committee. AOC is celebrating Black History Month by pretending to be black. Play cut 94.
What?
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology when my life was threatened. Thank you.
He said that she was acting like a black person in that video there that we watched. And, I don't know what acting like a black person means. I don't know how, white Charlie Kirk defines how black people act. Okay? He's making it sound like black people are not regular people, or I mean, we know he's a fucking like one of the most racist, bigoted people on the planet, but I really do. I need an explanation as to how AOC was acting like a black person in that clip, because I didn't get that. I also don't sit there and say, stop acting like a black person. Why are you being black? Like, that's what he said? What?
She's jumping around.
She's not jumping around. She's moving around. She's giving an emotional aside. She's getting into what she's saying. She's actually speaking in a really concise manner. AOC is always very well spoken. You can go and listen to her on the House floor or on podcast, on live streams that she goes on Twitch. She's always really, she always has this really positive candor. She always carries herself in a very professional manner and a very she just has a really she's just really well spoken. That's the best way that I can put that. So I don't understand. If Charlie was talking about something and being this emotional about it, he would be doing the same thing. I've seen Charlie be animated before when he's talking about something that might upset him. So I don't understand. This is nothing. This entire thing that he's talking about is nothing. This is not even a story. He just wants to attack AOC for nothing. There is literally no story here.
I mean, that's rhetorical blackface, okay?
It's rhetorical blackface. Rhetorical blackface, that's not even a real thing. I don't know what rhetorical blackface is. I guess he means rhetorical in the sense of the rhetoric, the way that she's talking, and then according to Charlie Kirk here, ladies and gentlemen, just so I can lay the equation out for y'all. According to Charlie Kirk, AOC was doing blackface by acting like a black person when she was speaking on the House floor about Ilhan Omar being removed from the Foreign Affairs Committee because Kevin McCarthy said that it was because of anti-Semitic remarks in the past, and she was making the argument that Marjorie Taylor Greene is an actual anti-Semite and she is on the same committees, same stuff, has all this power. I don't get it. I can't make that connection. I don't even know how his brain can come up with that, even for a faux fucking, I gotta attack AOC for something. It's been a while. I need to come up with something. How do you even come up with that? It's like an SNL sketch. Like her going out there and then she comes back and people are like, you're doing blackface out there? It's like, what? It's so ridiculous.
Code switching is what
it's called. Code switching. No, Charlie. I don't know if Charlie knows what code switching is. Code switching is literally talking in one language and then going and just start talking in a different language. She was speaking English there. Maybe Charlie was too stupid to understand what she was saying because he's a fucking moron, but she was speaking English. I understood every word she said. And if he's going to go by this logic, does he think that black people speak in another language? Does he think that they don't speak English? I'm really confused here. I mean, how can a man be this fucking bigoted and racist? And then he's saying that she's being the bigot and she's being racist. It's so backwards crazy to me. I don't know how these people can live their lives and be okay with the person that they are and the person that they choose to be online. How can you live like this? How?
it is. It's where you try to talk like a black person. I think it's...
That's not what code switching even is, bro. That's not what... Guys, go right now. I'll do it. I'm not gonna... Oh, I have it. I have it right here. Look, guys. Code switching. The practice of alternating between two or more languages or varieties of language in conversation. Code switching is not talking like a black person. If that's how he defines code switching, then I can't help Charlie. I just can't. I mean, I don't think he can be helped, but I mean, that confirms it. Fuck.
It's really insulting, honestly, and incredibly racist and bigoted. And
Bro, you're not even black. He's acting like he's black. Number one, AOC didn't do anything wrong. Number two, Charlie, you're white. What are you talking about? No one is saying this but you. You are saying this and then perpetuating this narrative you made up yourself. I know it's part of the conservative playbook, but do they ever get tired of this? Do they ever just say, God, let's do something new for a change? Can they get away from this? I don't understand how people can take these people seriously. How can someone listen to this and say, wow, I can't believe AOC was trying to act black? What even, how?
they never get called out on it, ever.
She never gets AOC never gets called out on how she talks. Jesus Christ. I can't believe none of the members of the Democratic Party are calling out their colleague for AOC for speaking English. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I mean, that's disgusting. She's speaking English. Disgusting.
This is what she said before. She said it's uncomfortable serving with people who engage in what many experts deem stochastic terrorism.
I don't think he knows what stochastic terrorism actually is. I don't know if he would be able to define that word if he was asked. Stochastic terrorism is literally where people go and they say certain things about individuals or groups of individuals online, and the reason they're doing that is to try and incite violence. This is a real thing. You can look up stochastic terrorism right now. I will look it up right now for you guys to show you guys a definition. It is a real thing. Charlie's trying to make it seem like it's not a real thing because he's too stupid to understand what it means and apparently too lazy to look it up. Stochastic terrorism, the public demonization of a person or group. Ooh, shit. Resulting in the incitement of a violent act. There it is. Boom. I guess I was really only doing that for Charlie Kirk because I trust my viewers enough to go to know that they will, if they want to, research something and find out about it.
93.
I think it's uncomfortable serving with people who engage in what many experts deem stochastic terrorism. But I have had to ride, as has Representative Omar.
But that's what MTG, to AOC's point, because I think she's exactly right. And I saw this clip. I was actually going to make a video on this, and then I decided not to, because this is an interview from a couple days ago. And she went on CNN, and she was talking about how, working with certain people like MTG and some of the other crazies in the government, and especially in the Republican Party, that literally say crazy shit like Marge, Jewish space laders, if you can smell farts through underwear, then masks don't work. She was talking about how it's difficult to work with them, and I was thinking about this a couple weeks ago. I was literally sitting there thinking, how do people like AOC, or how do these normal-ish people in the government, how do they act, or how do they act around each other? How do people act around MTG when they see all this crazy shit that she does and says all the time? How do you actually get stuff done with that type of person? I don't understand how people do it, and I'm really glad that she's talking about it. I really am. I was really surprised she's talking, because you don't see these people talking about this a lot. I mean, at all, really.
I've consistently had to ride in 20,000-pound armored vehicles, engaging in some of the most gruesome threats that you can imagine, that were incited by Republican members. This is not just about a tweet. It is about what life looks like, and the marshaling of hundreds, thousands, if not millions of people into doing something.
AOC needs to get married. It's not good for her to be single this long. It's not. She needs.
Is Charlie married? How do you come to that conclusion from that clip that you just watched? How did he watch that, and then his immediate response is, she needs to get married to a man and have kids? Somebody else, some other stupid, bigoted Republican said this a while ago, and I saw other people saying it. This is just another conservative line that Charlie's repeating here. I can't remember who said it, but there were other people saying AOC needs to get married to a man and have kids, and then she'll understand. Maybe she won't act like how she does. It's like, Charlie, I think you need to maybe get a man, and so he can keep your ass in check, because you say some fucking stupid shit, my man. How is that the response? Charlie, I think maybe Charlie's crushing on AOC. If you're trying to shoot your shot, my man, this is not the way to go about it, okay? I mean, Jesus Christ. What is the angle here? I don't understand how she needs to get married. Great. That was a great response to that clip. Charlie's the smart one, though.
Needs to have a man in her life and have children. She's engaging in really disturbing neurosis. Play cut.
She's engaging in really disturbing neurosis. All right. I don't know. I don't know what, again, Charlie is clearly he's just trying to make something up. There is literally no story here. He's just trying to get people on social media talking about this. He's just trying to create this false shitstorm. He's trying to get AOC canceled for doing literally nothing at all. She just was literally on the House floor giving an emotional little emotional speech about her friend Ilhan Omar being removed from the Foreign Affairs Committee unjustly and unfairly. But Charlie's take on it was that AOC needs to be married, and she was doing blackface. That was his response to all that. So Charlie Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. But that's going to be it for this video, and if you guys liked this video, then please hit that like button. It helps me out so much, and if you want to see more content like this, then walk on over to the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, and then press that little bell and turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.